Howdy all, welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. So I have just finished looting a treasure. I did a bunch of work around the base, and now I'm headed out to do this quest. I've got stone cooking up in my forge at the moment, so I can make cement and hopefully... and some iron going in there, so hopefully when I get back we can make some rebar. And I can fill in some of the holes the zombies made on the previous day. And, get out of here. Get out of here. So I'm gonna try to get over here and do this clear job real quick. Get some XP, some loot. It'll be nice because I got a bunch of stuff from the chest. It was mostly just 7.62 rounds. Well, it was just 7.62 rounds, gold, diamond, and dukes. So I am just gonna head out here and bust up some zombie heads. It's super late in the day. It's like after 11 p.m. I didn't get done with work till late, and then we've been watching this TV show that's on once a week, and me and my sister have been watching it, and so tonight was the night she decided she was gonna come watch it, and then it took her an hour to actually get down here to watch it, which I could have definitely recorded an hour, 2 hours ago, which would have been a more reasonable time. But that's alright, I guess. Tomorrow shouldn't be too busy with work, so I actually got a bunch... Oh. Dude, is my clear for this cave? Okay. Definitely want to put down a bedroll before we get going. Nice. Alright. What is this? Military boots. Interesting. Let's get the bedroll down first, and then we can unload the extras and get my rifle back into my hotbar down here. You can't have a bedroll too close to a quest, so that's why I moved the bedroll up there. Interesting. I don't know what this is going to be like. I mean, normally they're houses, right? So, what kind of clearing do you have to do in a cave? Usually they're not very big. Oh man, I missed. Dang it, I missed again. Ah. Okay, the kind of clearing that you have to do in a cave is the kind where you can't actually hit what you're aiming at because your aim is so bad. Oh man, and I can't get out of here, and now I'm in a hole. Where's the way out of here? Man, I don't think that was very fair. I'm not sure what happened there, but something there was no way out of the hole, and I got hung up, and I couldn't move. I couldn't move. I think that fails the quest, too. Well, I mean, the zombies are still here. What happened to the path down? Oh, it's over here, maybe? There's just no path down? Come on, get around this... away from him a little bit here. Well, I didn't get the quest, but I did get to beat... What happened? Like, why did this part here suddenly, like, cave in or something? You look like you're probably still alive. I need to find a scope for this thing so bad. There we go. Ooh, you know what? I probably should bust those up. So, yeah, I want to get a little bit of work done around the base, trying to repair everything that happened. Plus, we'll get some, hopefully get some levels out of crafting and all that, right? I don't really know what the crafting XP is like because on the other game that I play on, I don't do a lot of the crafting. It sounds like we're not going to be playing much longer, unfortunately. I really like it, but the guy who runs the server doesn't like any of the parts that make up this game. Like, he hates that the zombies attack you. He hates that the zombies break things up. He hates that... Oh. Dang it. He hates that you have to go out and scavenge things. So I don't know why we're playing this instead of Minecraft. To be honest. Like, I'd be happy playing Minecraft too. I like that game too. But instead of playing Minecraft, we play 7 Days to Die. So now they want to go play Borderlands 2, which is not a game that I particularly enjoy. I don't hate it, you know, but it is not on my list of, oh man, I gotta go play some Borderlands 2, you know. I can't reach that if I don't jump. Oh, maybe I can reach it here. I want to get this niter while we're here, because it's can be difficult to collect. So, I don't own Borderlands 2, so I'm going to have to buy Borderlands 2, but I think they said he doesn't want to run the game out to level 100 so I can see the gyrocopter on the multiplayer. Because it'll be a little easier to get to with the multiplayer. So once we build the truck, which I'm like 6 levels away from because of how little we've been playing lately. I wonder if that's why he takes so long to even start playing for the evening, because we didn't start till like 1:30. and I quit at 3. And so it was very difficult to get anything done when we only played for an hour and a half. I think we really only played about an hour, and then we played again a bit Tuesday night, which is rare. But I had stuff going on Tuesday morning, so I had to go to bed early. So once again, we only played for about an hour and a half, maybe. And so yeah, it was not a lot done in the last couple weeks, that's for sure. Like I thought we were going to get done. Maybe next week, though. Now that he knows we're going to quit. Apparently he read somewhere that 18 is coming soon. And so he wants to stop playing 17 because he feels it's broken because the zombies attack you. That's literally his problem with it right now, is that zombies attack your base while you're hiding in it. And so I don't know, I guess he thinks that zombies shouldn't be allowed to attack you. I really don't know. It's weird. Anyways. So, I guess the other thing I kind of wanted to discuss was D&D. We played some D&D this week. Oh man, let me tell you, it was something else. So, quick synopsis, just to keep the whole story going here. We get told 4 weeks ago, we get told there's a group of dark druids on a hill, and they're causing problems for this winery. And so we wipe out all the dark druid stuff at the winery, and then that guy who we saved his winery tells us that the dark druids are on the hill nearby. There's another creature who's also causing problems, but she's way more powerful than we are, so we probably shouldn't look her up. And the place we want to go to, we can't go to because you can't get in without wine, and he won't give us the wine for 2 days. I think he has to cleanse it, except that, I mean, that's not what the book says, but that's the way our oh no. What happened to the road there? And so, so like, okay, well, I guess we can go finish off these druids that we already dealt with a bunch of, and, well, then we get a message. And the message is, the woman that we escorted on our second set of quests from, her home to the safety of the church nearby, because it's a vampire thing, so she's on hallowed ground, and that well, there's problems there, and the mayor of that town and his henchmen want her to come with them instead. I'm like, well, I mean, we were hired to deliver her to the church. She's been staying in her family home with her brother and father for years, and they've managed to fend them off, and this town is supposed to be super defensive against vampires and whatnot, so I don't see why staying with the mayor and stuff isn't okay. Like, why do we need to go back? Well, because they want her to leave the church. I'm like, but that's not a thing for us to even care about. And besides, we got these druids that we already made mad because we cleared them out of here. We should probably go take care of them before they come back, because I don't want to have to clear out your winery, go take care of whatever's going on with her, and then come back and have to clear out your winery again. So we should probably just deal with the druids while we're here, because they are 3 miles away. And she's like 20 miles away. And so our DM is like, "You really not going to go after her?" No. Why would we go after her? It doesn't sound like she's in trouble. They just... I don't know. Can't she just talk it out? She was really talkative when she was on the team with us, so why don't she just tell him she doesn't want to go into the church or whatever, or leave the church? Are they taking her from the church? No, they just show up and demand that she goes with them every day. Well, that doesn't sound like a reason for us to go back now, does it? So the other guy who plays with us, he left her a bunch of messages, and I was like, I don't understand why that guy would even know to send messages here to talk to us, because we didn't tell him where we were going. So why would he send his father, who he, according to the DM, is estranged from, messages about something that they want us to come back and take care of? That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's never been explained. That's never been explained in any way. Alright, I need some rebar frame, so let's get about 20 of these if we can. And then we're going to need to make some more cement. I'd kind of hope you'd have more cement done at this point. Then we can throw in some cement. Oh no, we don't do it in here. It goes in here. And then, what am I missing for my concrete? Oh, you need actual stones in here. I forgot about that part. Where did I put... Yeah, there you are. And I made myself a crucible. Because apparently... Apparently, I forgot to make one. Okay. Cement. Concrete mix. There we go. And so that was like 4 weeks ago, and then we skipped a week. I don't remember what our reasoning was for that. I have never skipped a week. Our DM and the other guy that plays, they have skipped weeks, but I don't see the need to skip it. You know what? I totally have steel tools in here, and now I can make steel. I should probably swap over. What do you mean I don't have the materials? Oh, can I not? What did I do with that steel? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I totally put that in my inventory, and apparently I did not. And so we skipped a week, and then we come back 2 weeks ago, and oh, well, we got to the hill, and then our DM was like, yeah, we can't go any farther because I don't have anything prepared. And so you guys can't proceed until next time we play because I don't have anything prepared. And alright, I'm gonna take this with me. Do I have a hammer? I don't. Can I have a hammer? I can't have a hammer. I can now. Give me a hammer. This thing is going to take a minute. Man. I'll go ahead and lock myself down here again. And so then we start last session 2 weeks ago, and he's like, Oh, well, remember everything that I told you? We're gonna have to go back on that because I messed some things up. And this happens a lot. Oh yeah, look, this is the damage. There's like a big opening there, big opening there, there's an opening over there, big opening there. There's a lot of bits. I don't know if I have enough supplies to actually do anything about it here, but as soon as I get my hammer, we can go start working on that. So, so we made us quit early. We quit early 4 weeks ago. We quit early 2 weeks ago, and so we didn't play last week because the other guy canceled, and so we get started last night. And at the end of 2 weeks ago, we had started fighting, and we stopped early because he didn't want to go on. The DM didn't want to go on. And, okay. So let's see. If we do this, and I should be able to do that. I don't even know why this is tore open. This is weird to be tore open. Like, they really are... tearing open some weird places in here. Oof, that one was almost gone. Because if they tear enough out, then this whole place will collapse. And I definitely don't want to collapse. And so we get started this week, and we're in the middle of the fight at this point. And so we're like totally overwhelmed. There's so many bad guys. So many bad guys, it's ridiculous. The book has it so that there are 6 druids, which we had fought some druids earlier, and we could kill them in like 1 or 2 hits. And then there were 6 berserkers, which take like 4 or 5 hits to kill. But they're not awake when it starts. The book says they're supposed to be asleep underground, and only when... oh man, I need like 2 more rebar, and then a lot more cement to even attempt to fix this thing. And so they only wake up when Strahd shows up, or you attack the statue. Well, that's not how it played out for us. We had to fight our way into this circle. They were already there. They weren't even druids. They were something else. I don't remember exactly what he called them. But there was like 5 naturalists. I don't know what that is. And, oh shoot, you know what? I need the rebar first. Can I have like, give me another 5, I guess. Is it cement? I can never remember. Yeah, there we go. And so, and I grab the concrete mix. Yeah, okay. And so, you know, we're fighting all this stuff, and they're like doing this ritual, and so like I throw like tidal waves against them, trying to disrupt them. We're attacking them, and nothing we do disrupts the ritual. Not one thing we do, and they're casting spells and attacking us, so they're not really performing a ritual at this point. It's just a countdown to whenever he decides it's going to happen. Now, afterwards last night, after it was all over, I read the book, and the book says it's supposed to take 10 rounds. 10 rounds of combat after we're already inside the circle to summon this creature. And so I think we made it 3 turns last night. 3 turns, maybe 4 turns. Maybe we made it 4 turns, which made it like 7 turns total. And then because we were about to kill off the druids, suddenly they succeeded in their ritual. And so instead of fighting 6, whoops, I totally didn't mean to do that. Instead of fighting 6 guys, 6 druids and then 6 berserkers, we fought like, I figured the whole total of stuff he added turned out to be like, oh, okay. Looks a lot better though with those holes patched up. Even if I do have an extra hole here I need to fill in, I guess. You know, I do have these on me. So just get some concrete mix. And that'll fill in that part. Although there's some other parts out here that definitely still need some help. And so yeah, so we fought like 3 dudes, 3 berserkers, and 3 druids before we got up the hill. And then we got on top of the hill, there were 6 berserkers, 5 naturalist, 5 some other kind of druid that he had going. And then an elder druid. And so there was a lot of stuff to fight, and it was all way difficult. Like I think I did like 40 some damage to one guy, and he was still going. Now his guy, because he plays a character too, his character did like 6 points of damage one time, and the guy, he's just like, oh, that guy's dead now. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Because I just did 28 points of damage twice this turn. And, oh man, you know what? I don't have more rebar. I'm gonna get that then. And so, alright, that's looking pretty good. There's some weird spots that are damaged. Like, why? That must be from the stairwell, which I've now blocked myself off from the stairwell from this side. But yeah, so we finally kill off the berserkers, right? And guess I need another block there too. But that still leaves us with most of the druids, and so once we start attacking the druids, now it turns out I have done damage to the statue a couple of times, but he told us that we didn't really seem to be damaging the statue at all. And then I look in the book, right? And the book is like, if you do 50 points of damage to the statue collapses and they can't complete their ritual. So his whole thing was to make us face the thing they summoned, which was a tree. Because we're level 5 and it's level 7. Now the stuff he had us fight was already well over our level. And so he's just adding in another thing. And it got really close. My paladin had 3 hit points left and had spent all of his abilities. And then my... because I play 2 characters. So my wizard had 5 hit points left and had spent all his abilities. And then we have the other guy who plays with us. He plays an arcane archer, and he had 7 hit points left and had spent all of his abilities. But we managed to bring down what druids were willing to fight us, because as soon as the druids ran out of spell slots, which means they'd have to go to melee like how we mostly fight, he made the druids run away, which is fine, whatever. I don't know how he figures out our levels, and so I feel like he made a claim, and I do want to talk about that before we quit, that he keeps track of XP, and then when we reach the appropriate levels of XP, he lets us go up a level. And because what he's doing is he's using this method. Anyways, I do want to talk about that, but I want to finish the other part here. And so we get done with all that, and he's like, all right, so now just so you're aware, there is another grove on this hilltop, and you think the druids have gone in that direction. So do you want to chase them? And I'm like, dude, no. I want to go, and we're going to go back to the winery because we retrieved one of the gems that he told us the druids had one, and then other people had other ones. Oh, I should have made some more rebar. And so we want to go back to the winery and turn that stuff in and take a long rest because I am spent. I've got no abilities left. And he's like, well, my guy has most of his spell slots left. He's playing the healer. We almost died, and he's got most of his spell slots left. I'm just like, yep, that is exactly what is going on here. So you said you wanted to play the healer, but you want to play the healer because you don't want to heal us. Because if we're healed, then you can't kill us. I see how this is going. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was after it was all over and we killed the weird tree monster and all that, and he tells us that he has to quit early again, and so he quit an hour early. And but before he left, he's like, well, I think you guys are probably getting pretty close to your level. And I'm like, I wouldn't know. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, you're running the stupid milestone, which I absolutely hate. And so we have no way of telling when or what even pushes us in the direction of our next levels. And he's like, well, I mean, oh dang it, you know what? I forgot I had death crap on me, so I got one less seed than I could have had. And so we had a loud discussion between the three of us about Milestone and how the two of us hate it and he loves it. And he says, well, I mean, if you guys really want XP, I can give you some false XP numbers you could put down, and I'll just adjust them so I can make sure that you guys don't level until I'm ready for you to level. I'm like, well, then what difference does it make? The whole point of XP is I can see where I'm going, and I know, hey, we avoid this fight where it's probably too tough for us. It's not worth the risk, and instead of he's like, well, you're leveling up when the chapter says so. I'm like, but there aren't chapters in this game. We're not playing an adventure where there's chapters. So you can't say there are chapters and we'll level up when the chapter says it's okay to level up, because there aren't chapters in this version. Oh right, I used up all my potatoes. Dang it. Sorry guys, I was gonna do this up, but there are no potatoes yet. Okay, I got some chili dogs. And he just doesn't get it. He doesn't well he doesn't care. He doesn't care what we want. And I'm not playing with him again if we do milestone. I'm not going to play in a game he DMs where we run with milestone. I hate it that much. 'Cause it's like we go into the first place and we look around a few rooms and I don't even know if we had a fight. And he's like, "Oh, I think you guys are ready for level 2." And then we fight a couple of things, but it's mostly just wandering around and looking at things and talking to NPCs. And he's like, "Oh, I think you're ready for level 3 because the book says by the time you get done with this, with all the stuff that's supposed to happen in there, which he changed, then you should be close to or just past level 3 in XP." But he's using this guide, and the guide changes everything, and so there's actually a lot different in what happens. And so then we go on, and then we fight stuff that's like way above us, and so you're supposed to get way more XP when you fight stuff that far above you. Like when I load in the there's a website you can go to, and so when you load in the creatures, it was like the fight we just finished. I didn't not with the tree blight, but without the tree blight, just trying to guesstimate. We probably should have gotten about 5,000 XP each, and which would have put us over into the next level at the point we're at. But who knows what he's even keeping track of, because half the time he doesn't even keep track of the bad guys' or hit points. And so I don't believe he's keeping a list of our XP either. And so I hate it because we never know. We never know when we're going up a level. Because since we went up our last level, we fought 40 blights. We made it to level 5. And I'll bet we didn't fight 40 characters to get to level 5. And so since level 5, we fought 40 blights and 3 or 4 druids. And then we fought a pack of wolves, like 4 wolves. Big wolves, dire wolves. And then we fought 3 more druids and 3 berserkers. And then we fought 6 berserkers, 5 naturalists, 5 whatever was the other ones he called them, an elder, and a tree blight. And we fought another group of wolves before that. And so we fought all this stuff. And we basically fought 2 vampires to go from level... 2 vampires and a demon to go from level 3 to level 5. And we fought like 60 things now, and we're still at level 5. And so that's why I hate Milestone, because he can't be keeping track of XP. Otherwise, we should have leveled. But because he's not ready for us to go up our level, he doesn't want us to go up the level. Even though going up the level would put us closer to on par with what's going on where we're at, it would still be a level above us. But right now it's 2 levels above us or higher, and hurts to go through. And because it's not XP, it doesn't matter how many guys you fight. We could have not fought anybody and still have gotten the same amount of stuff back. Like, because to me, XP is the thing you earn, and so getting in a giant fight like we just did doesn't have a point. Like, it would have been better for us, had we known what was going on, to just go and wait at the winery for the tree blight to show up and kill the tree blight. And then we've only had to fight one thing instead of the 24 things we fought. Because 1 is way easier to fight than 24. You know? And so, yeah. It was probably closer to 70 things we fought since our last level. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here then. So click like if you like, subscription, catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.